YouTube. This is Cover 2 Credits, and it is the new year. And the start of a new year means the end of an old year, and the end of an old year means it is time for the top and bottom movies of 2016. We have the list. We have checked it twice.
Some people would wish we didn't check it twice.
There were some bad movies.
And that's what we're going to start. We're going to start with the bad movies of the year.
Okay. We made a list.
A couple of these are the same for both of us. We're just going to read through the list. It's not like we have a top 10.
We didn't rank these because...
We did rank the top 5, but we did not rank the bottom.
We have the newest Barbershop movie.
And so I know some people love that movie, and truthfully, some of them aren't. Like, the first one wasn't bad, but after that, I stopped. Yeah.
The latest Ghostbusters.
Again, there were some people that enjoyed it.
Come on now.
I don't know.
Be serious.
I don't know. The one we do know for sure.
Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur. Oh my gosh.
That was a thing.
They put Morgan Freeman in dreadlocks and had everybody else be like clean cut, clean shaven.
Gods of Egypt.
This movie, when you watch the trailer, you can see that this is just atrocious.
And we will give honorable bad mentions to Neighbors 2.
First one was funny.
And The Fifth Wave.
Another YA novel spun into a movie that just does not hit the mark.
Yeah, there was a lot of bad. And more bad than that, really. But we had to limit it.
Now we're going to go...
limit ourselves.
Yeah, and
now...
We're going to go 5 to 1. We'll each do our 5th, and then our 4th, and our 3rd. Let's get that list over so I can see mine as well.
Starzy, start us off.
Your
fifth best movie of the year.
My number 5 is Deadpool. Did not make your list?
Deadpool made my list.
Oh, it did make your list. Okay. So, enjoy this movie a lot. I mean, we're gonna keep these short. Fun movie. They're talking about a sequel. Continue. You're number 5.
The Accountant. Now, I know this wouldn't have made a lot of other people's lists because honestly, it wasn't that good of a movie, but it just had a certain something to it that I really enjoyed. So I stuck it at the end of my best movies of the year.
This year's John Wick.
Yeah, sort of.
Next year, John Wick 2.
Next year, John Wick can be its own John Wick.
You're right. Okay. My number 4, 10 Cloverfield Lane. Now, this probably could have been anywhere in the top 5, just depending on the other movies around it. I enjoyed this movie a lot. Pseudo-sequel to Cloverfield. And good movie. John Goodman's great.
My number 4 is going to be Disney's Moana. New Disney princess. Honestly, I'm a big Disney guy.
As am I.
That probably makes me a terrible person. But
why?
I don't know.
Disney's one thing that it doesn't matter your age. You really shouldn't be ashamed to like it because they do what they do. They do it well.
It was pretty good. Good music, good all
good.
around, high quality stuff. I put it at number 4 on my list.
My number 3 is another Disney movie. In fact, I have 2 still coming. Zootopia. This movie kind of was ahead of its time, and what I mean by that is they've been working on this movie for... It's an anime movie. They've been working on it for like 5 years. And they finish it in a time where there's a lot of race issue going on. And when you watch this movie, it's very much racially undertoned. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
And it hit perfectly and is a great movie for kids or adults.
My number 3, I went with Captain America Civil War. I know a lot of people did not like this Marvel movie as much as ones previously, but I thought what it lacked in superhero-ness it made up for in a lot of character development and did a lot of interesting things to the comic book genre and the comic book movie chain in general that added a lot to it.
I have 2 things with that question. 1, do you think that this movie would have been better or worse not following the train wreck of Batman vs. Superman? Because it was one came out and then 2 weeks or something like that and the other one came out.
I don't think they mattered, honestly.
Okay. And 2, this would definitely have been on my honorable mentions list. It was just outside the top. My number 2, by the way, is Moana. Now, I enjoyed this movie. As like Kevin said, I'm a Disney fan. I enjoyed the music and the voice acting was great. The Rock, which you never know how he's going to play. He's a good actor, but this is the first time I've seen him in an animated movie. He sings well in this, and I enjoyed it all around.
The Rock had been in animated movies before?
Has he? If so, I don't remember. I mean, there's a possibility.
Alright, my number 2, I went with Deadpool's my number 2. Hilarious, just over-the-top idiocy is this movie. Sort of Hangover style, but actually being good.
It played the character from the comic book perfectly.
Yeah, you have to understand Deadpool comics to understand the Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
Because it's they did a good job of keeping in line with the character and the way that he does things.
Fourth wall breaking, not hesitating for violence.
Yeah.
Good
just
movie.
Insanity.
Now, my number 1, you didn't see.
No.
And your number 1, I would have had on my list. It's another honorable mention of mine. My number 1 is The Arrival. Wait, no. Arrival. There's no thought. That's a different movie. Very interesting movie. You watch, and a lot of people saw, like, what's this movie? It's the one that looks like the giant skipping rocks floating in the sky or alien ships coming to Earth. It's a very interesting take on communication and language and the urge to violence, the quickness to defense some people have, and they do a very cool thing with the language. It's not necessarily scary. There are some parts that are like a little like kind of jump scary. It's not really scary. Amy Adams is the main character in this movie, does great as my voice cracks. And everybody in this movie was really good. I would recommend that wholeheartedly. See The Arrival.
My number 1 movie, I went with Kubo and the Two Strings as my top movie of the year. If you did not see it and you have kids, go see it.
If you don't have kids.
It's such a good story, and they do stop motion stuff.
And these are the guys. These are Coraline. These are Box Trolls. These are all those guys. I'm sorry.
And, I mean, the visuals are so cool. The story's cool. The acting and the characters and the voices are just all top-notch.
And the music.
This movie probably came the closest to getting a 10 I've ever had with any movie
it was
that we've done so far.
Extremely good. Yeah, I agree. It's a great movie. So those are our top 5s and kind of bottom rung of 2016. Let us know what you guys think. If there are some movies that should have made the list and didn't, listen, Rogue One could have made the list for me.
It would have probably been number 6 or 7.
Yeah, it was very, very good. Would recommend wholeheartedly.
I don't think it was that good.
Some other recommendations.
There was a lot of good, but not that good.
Some other recommendations from us: Doctor Strange, Fantastic Beasts.
All good, but not quite the top rung.
I mean, in the bottom, there could have been a few other ones listed.
Could have been a mountain.
We stayed away from DC movies. They probably both could have been listed.
I don't think they were that bad.
I mean, Suicide Squad was.
Oh yeah, Suicide
bad.
Squad could have got an honorable mention.
It could have made the list. Either way, thank you for watching. Have a happy New Year.
And tune in next year for our list once again. And Power Rangers gonna be number 1, baby.
Listen. Every time we see this trailer in a movie, we see Power Rangers come up, and I look at Kevin, and Kevin looks at me, and I said, "And what if it's good? And what if it's good?" And he's just like,
I think the world ends.
yeah, instantly. And there's some creepy Alpha 5 walking around just killing people. So until next time, like, subscribe, share this video with anybody who you think might be interested. And follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. All the movies get posted both Instagram, cover to credits. Until next year.
It's Morphin time.
And thanks for staying until after the credits. I like that. Oh, just the random.